everything else good?
Yeah. Shayla, look, I'm glad we're at a point where we can do this.
Right. Me too. We're in a much better space.
Right.
And I definitely appreciate that. It's making life a lot easier.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you keeping him sometimes.
Shayla, you really are a good mother. You know, I just want to tell you, like, don't let a man get in the way of you staying a good mom.
Welcome to Storytime with a Grown Woman. Y'all know what it is. Swag. Guys, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, share, comment, hit that notification so you know when I upload a video. Shayla should have known that there was a but coming. Like, he gives you a compliment, but it's always going to be a but. And she should have known that. I just don't like how Amber put that in his head about, you know, putting a man before Kai or whatever. I know there's probably a little jealousy. Like, you know, by no means am I happy for her, for Shayla. But I know, you know, Amber probably has a little jealousy knowing that Shayla is doing good with an NBA player that's giving her $50K on a house, you know, just doing better. So I know there's a sense of jealousy there. But just because this woman has moved on doesn't mean she's putting a man before her son. Everybody has to move on eventually. And now Shayla has Iman in her life to where she doesn't have to be concerned about Kai going over to Amber's and Anthony's, because now she's infatuated with what Iman is doing for her. So, you know, it's like, hey, send him over there because he's not my husband's son. Like my boyfriend called my brother husband. So, yeah, son husband. I should say son husband. Because usually that's what happens. I'm not a mother, but when I see stuff on TV and just videos of single moms, their kid, especially the son, becomes their son husband. And then once, you know, they get into a relationship, it's like, now I can release him somewhere else because I have a real man in my life. Anyway, I'm rambling. I don't like how Amber put this in Anthony's head, but we knew he was going to mention it. Let's carry on.
You put a woman in a relationship before your son. You left a happy home with your family to appease a woman. And you gonna sit here in my face and tell me not to put a man before my son?
Shayla, he did that because he don't want a baby with you. He does not want a baby with you. He wants a baby with his wife. What you and your mom consider a family was not on a good foundation, Shayla. So get that out of your head. Like, erase it. Scratch that from the record. Scratch it from the record.
Just because I found a good man who takes care of me and who loves me, who supports me, who doesn't judge me, who teaches me, who is mature, has been a great positive influence on my life and my son's life, doesn't mean that I would ever put anything before Kai. Because you forget, while you over here trying to make things work with Amber, guess who's stuck taking care of our child? Me. So don't ever tell me not to put anything before Kai, because I have never in my life put anything before my son.
I mean, it ain't like he that old, but She said something now. Them was some bars right there. Now, it won't be long before Iman and Delicia cross the line. And, you know, Kai will go back to being her son husband. And she'll be moping around, you know, going through that phase again. And the exchange and co-parenting is going to be disrupted again. But there was some bars. I got to give it to her.
And I know you're just jealous, Anthony. Because you thought I couldn't find another man that was, successful, fine, chocolate, tall. Just everything you could ever want in somebody. You thought I would be alone, didn't you? I know you did. Say bye to your daddy. Bye-bye.
Bye, man.
And there you go. I just said there's a sense of jealousy from Amber and a sense of jealousy from Anthony as well. Shayla called it. She didn't mention Amber's name so far, but there is a sense of jealousy on both sides, because normally in the real world, not skit world, single mamas ain't gonna really come across a successful man who wants to give her $50K to buy a house and, you know, wants to make her life better. Not in these times. That don't hardly happen. But anyway, those were bars that Shayla gave. Now Anthony walking back in the house with his tail between his legs and his head hung low. Swing low. Let's look at the comments. Shayla's gonna mess around and lose Kai to the Daltons and Delicia to Iman. Or Iman to Delicia. He talks to Amber hard and aggressive, but not Shayla, yeah? Yeah. Again, I've told y'all that before. That's what they do to the wives, unfortunately. When people feel so high above themselves, their fall is usually really deep. That's his wife, Shayla, not a random woman. And it seems that they keep forgetting this. They keep forgetting that Amber is his wife, not some random woman. Yeah. He thought Shayla would always need him. Yeah, because again, ordinarily, the scenario doesn't pick up the way Shayla's did. Like, she doesn't get this successful man who's willing to do whatever for her and love her and be there with her and for her. That doesn't ordinarily happen. So yeah, Joy Cornish, 1767, he thought that she would always need him. Yeah. Anyway, what y'all thoughts on this? Like, were those bars that Shayla gave? I believe they were. I got to give her credit for that. Although, y'all know I'm not for her, but those were some bars that she put down. She was right. There is a sense of jealousy on both of Anthony and Amber's part. They didn't look for her to be in the situation that she's in now, and now they want to criticize her for allowing Kai to stay over the way they wanted. Anyway, let's talk about them. Meet you in the comments. If you haven't, please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification so you know when I upload a video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.